Kalib, I guess to start, just kind of what were you seeing out there? Career high 25 points.
I mean, it's the same thing I see every game normally at the beginning of the game. Like I might see a double team or something, but I noticed that they wasn't sending double teams early. So K-Son, T-Wrench, Coach Mike, he was like, if they don't send double team, go score. And that's what my mindset was. And I know at one point my teammates got mad at me because I threw up a crazy left-handed shot, and it was like pass the ball. But like when I get right there, I'm just confident I could make all of them, and they understand that, they know that. But you know, with the confidence and the ability for them to just let me go play my game, it helps me go and do that stuff. So I'm just seeing one-on-one opportunities, and I just did the one thing I know, what I've been doing for the last 4 years here.
What went wrong where you guys blew a 19-point lead, but then how were you guys able to refocus and finish?
I would say we let them be more physical than us the second half. Like, we were guarding, yes, but like we let little things, little like details slip up. Like we didn't rotate, or we didn't be tough on rebounds, or we let certain guys like get things that in the first half they didn't, and it gave them a momentum. So, and then turnovers almost killed us too.
How were you guys able to refocus then at the end?
Really with his leadership running the point, us realizing like at the end of the day it's still a fun game. Let's have fun doing this, and just be confident. I mean, we didn't have tough games in this league majority all the time. Every game that we didn't play, it was been a tough one. So we've been in this environment before. We was in this environment really at the beginning of the season when we used to do the same thing, take a big lead, lose it, and then like lose the game. So it's like learning. We decided like we're not gonna let that happen again.
Yeah, what I was gonna ask about the growth there, because early in the season you guys struggle with big leads like this. How much growth? Where'd that growth come from?
Just reminding ourselves what we do best and how we got to that position to keep that lead. You know, basketball is a game of runs, and we understand that as a team. But earlier in the season, when other teams had runs on us, we kind of like dialed back and kind of our energy was lost. So in the huddles today, when they made that run, you know, we came together and was like, no matter what, just keep the energy up, because our energy is what got us the lead in the first place. So just being able to lock in with one another, understand, you know, they're going to make shots, but if we just keep playing defense and locking in, we'll be fine.
How much have you guys grown in that respect?
I believe we've grown a lot. I mean, we still need to grow more because we don't need to be giving up 20-point leads like that. It makes the game a lot more difficult. You know, it gives our coach a hard time, you know, on the sideline, you know, just being up there much. But, you know, just basketball is basketball. You know, it's up and down everywhere. Just being able to stay level is what we have to continue to keep growing at. And once we do that, I think we'll really be a tough team.
John Mike, how much did you put on yourself late there to kind of settle things down and go close that game?
Well, I try and do that throughout the game. Try and keep the game settled when everything is going fast. Just try and run some offense. So when they started making runs, my coaches came to me in the huddle, was like, you know, just be the voice out there. You know, slow everything down. Make sure we get a good shot. And if you see a gap, attack. And that's what I did later on. And you know, we played good off of each other this game, I believe, and that opened up a lot of shots for everybody on the team. But you know, just trying to control the offense is what I really was trying to do.
Did you see Asbury on your save that you threw behind your head? Did you know he was there?
I didn't. I was just hoping somebody was there. One thing, I just wanted to get it past half court, so I threw it as hard as I could.
Kalib, what worked for you guys in the first 5 minutes so well to build that early lead?
Really, it was us guarding, getting out in transition, and stopping them from doing what they're good at. But working inside out was really the main key. That was the main emphasis on today's game. Coach Mike told us that before. But, I mean, the first half, I feel like we did everything that we knew what we could do, what Coach Mike wanted us to do. I feel like we did it. It was just the second half, we just had slippage on, like, offense. We was going too fast. We let them dictate the speed of the game at one point. And we can't let that happen. That's how we blow. What was it, 19 points?
Yeah.
Bro, we really blew a 19-point lead.
It's crazy. still won the game.
You guys had to go big some in that second half too. I think foul trouble, things like that, not having Avery, and then started committing turnover stuff too. Was there a feeling of, oh no, here we go again? How did you guys?
Nah, that's the place that we've grown from, I believe. You know, just not getting so down when we make mistakes because it happens in the game. You know, obviously we want to limit them, but if they happen, you just got to shake it off and go make plays in the next play, whether it's on defense and offense. You know, you can't worry about what happened before, and our coaches instill that in us. You know, they're not just harping on mistakes that we had. If we make a mistake, shake it off, next play, because the clock is still running. And if we want to finish this game, you know, it's gonna have to just execute in every play after the mistake.
And then that was that's what we kept saying in like multiple huddles, because as a team, we felt like the energy was going down too. Like our energy changed. But like Reed, me, John, Mike, majority at one point, everybody was like, bro, like the energy is low. Let's pick it up. It's still a close game. Let's go out there and play. Coach B told us at one point, he was like, hey, y'all dug yourself into this hole, but basically the tough team's gonna win. And that's what, at that point, we said, okay, bet. All the mistakes, we're done with the my badge. We just gonna go get it and win this game somehow.
Kalib, you've always had kind of the ability to put up some big games and pop off. Do you feel like it's become a little more consistent for you these last 3 or 9 games, however far back?
I mean, it's consistent, but like I'm trying to be consistent with it, but I don't want to make it sound like I'm being easy. Like I want to say like it's easy, because it's not. I mean, I'm getting double teamed, triple teamed sometimes, like, you know. But I mean, the reason why I play so good and deal with that kind of stuff on the court is because of my teammates there in practice. My coaches, they put me in a great position to the point you can even ask Mike, like, there be times I'm getting triple teamed in practice for no reason. And like, so when I get out there on the court, it's just like, oh, okay, if he wants to double team me, I'm gonna just either throw this lob to Musa, throw the ball to Woody on the cut, I'm gonna hit one of my shooters on the perimeter. And if they want to guard me one-on-one, I honestly take that as, I'm not gonna say that, but if they guard me one-on-one, then it's just I go do my thing, and that's really it.
Jimmy Dixon, their coach, TCU, was saying like they knew coming in that was the scout. They had to stop you and get in the middle, and he said they didn't execute on it. Is that something you've had trouble getting used to? Is those double triple teams, or how long did it take to get used to all that?
Really, at the beginning of the season, I hated it. I would always go to Coach Mike. I'm like, bro, why are they double team me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? And then he was like, if they double team you, it's a sign of respect. So then I was like, okay. I said, I asked him, I said, how do I be more effective on this? Because the one game that I can remember that took me out of being effective when I was getting double teamed was Baylor. Like, Baylor double teamed me hard off like at the beginning of the game, and that kind of took me out the game. And I had a meeting with KP and some of the other coaches, and it was like, you just got to find a way. And credit to my guards and my shooters, because they're making it easy for me because they make shots. So if they want to double time, we just kick it out to them, and they're gonna knock it down. So it's not all just like my credit. Like me working on it is more, it's like a team thing. Because like in practice they help me out, but like John, Mike, Avery, BT, C5, Chris, all of them, they make the jump shots, so it makes it my job easier.
John Michael Wright, what'd you think of Kalib stepping in for Avery today?
I thought he played real well, but Caleb Asbury, he can play like that all the time, in my opinion. You know, in practice, he plays like that. Even before the season started, when we played pickup, you know, he's a dangerous player. He's a shooter. You know, he actually has a great IQ. You know, he knows how to make the right plays most of the time. So I love how he played today. It's not nothing new to us. We were not surprised that he played the way he played. I don't even think he was surprised that he played that well. that's just what he does. And just next man up. You know, one man goes down, you got to pick up your brother, and that's what he did tonight for the team.
You guys have won the past 3, 5 of the last 6, I think. Where's your confidence at right now, heading into the last month of the regular season?
I say it's high, but it's not complacent. You know, I remember when everybody was on us about when we was losing some games and stuff like that, and Coach Mike brought that up after the OU game, the next day when we had practice, and it was like y'all can't be complacent. And as a team, we're not complacent, but we remember from the beginning how it was, how it felt to be a team to lose so many games in a row to go win one and then go lose multiple. And then now we're showing that we can learn from winning, and that's one of our biggest focuses and keys moving forward.
Caleb, thinking back to last year when you guys were banned from the tournament, the results of the game didn't really seem to matter. How much fun is it that you're playing in all these games that have so much meaning towards the tournament?
It's an unbelievable feeling the more you think about it, because the more I get closer, like the more games we play and it's getting closer to like big club tournament and stuff like that, I start to realize I'm like, man, like we're really in a dogfight right now to get to that position. And like OU, when we played OU, we talked about it, and that's what made me realize I'm like, man, we dug ourselves in the hole. So we just gotta keep climbing and figure out a way to get out. And then hopefully when it's March, we get our names called and we'll go play in the tournament.
John Michael, what have you seen from Kalib from day one you got here to now? This Kalib, sorry.
Caleb Boone.
Yeah, this Kalib.
You know, I love KB as a teammate. You know, he's a character. He's a great guy. You can tell he loves the game of basketball. At the beginning, you know, the coaches, everybody understands how good he is. So if he was able to like take a couple plays off in practice, you know, the coaches would be getting on him because, like as you've seen tonight, like 25-point KB, it's hard to beat us as a team when our guy is going like that. So I just seeing him just not grow because he was always had the skill set, but just being able to just apply it on almost every game. Like you said, these past 9 games, he's been playing like this, and it really helps us as a team. But I love how he's competitive. He takes constructive criticism, and you know he listens to not only the coaches but to us as well. We have some input. He's not complacent. He's just an overall great teammate, and it just reflects on the court when we play. You know, he catches in the post. The first thing he does is he looks for us, and then he go do his thing. And if somebody convert, he finds us for threes. And just having a big like that is just really good for everybody. It makes the game so much easier. And you know, I'm glad he's a part of this team.
You sound like a character.
Yeah, you are a character.
I ain't gonna lie, I am.
All right, we'll wrap up players there. Thanks.